Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius December 6, 2022. You are bringing your skills to the job and applying them in creative ways. Today's transits help boost your understanding or solve a problem. You might see new levels of a situation related to your emotional life, family, or loved ones. A boost comes to your inner world, and you can find special meaning in helping others, support, and connections with family. Taking the time to relax, refresh, and get in touch with your innermost emotions and needs can be especially rewarding. Even so, the moon's move into your sector of joy encourages you to come out of your shell as the day advances. It's a good time to enjoy leisurely or expressive activities. Prepare for emotional or rocky news regarding your romantic life today. Sweet Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and marriage, will clash in a volatile square with Neptune, the planet of illusion and deception. This foretells that no one will be seeing clearly. You or your lover may be feeling extremely insecure and upset, which causes sharp words and angry conflicts to manifest as if out of thin air. If your relationships are on rocky ground, prepare to face even more challenging days ahead. You may end up backstabbing one another or simply doing your best to find a way out. Is there something you want to get off your chest? Communication might be touch and go since Venus in Sagittarius will square Neptune in Pisces today. You have an idea about a commitment, obligation, or partnership on your mind that you may want to address. However, the murky square might be challenging to work with since it may dissuade you from being upfront or blunt. It might be best to take a step back to reflect on what is on your mind and then write down what you want to say before speaking up. 5 days after the moon left your income sector, the sharp nose for money this gave you heading into a friendly aspect between Saturn here and Mars on the job front is likely to still be just as strong. This and the insight into forces that are here to stay on the income and job front is giving you the confidence to keep trusting your instincts and a belief in yourself. Slowly growing accustomed to new health practices can be a pleasant and enlightening experience. Looking to see the truth about what you eat is a way to introduce change into your diet without shocking your system on any level. Organic foods are grown according to specific regulations. There are even different interpretations of what is truly organic. Finding out for yourself where your food comes from is a great way to develop a healthy awareness of your environment. Welcome to the hardworking day. Take the time to handle the tasks that require a sharp mind today, as this vibration is sure to help you along. Budgeting, calculating, and management tasks will seem far easier than usual. If there's a problem that you have had difficulty figuring out recently, be sure to use this essence to take another look. Also, make sure you start the day off with an extensive to-do list so you don't miss out on anything. Knowing that the moon is not only just 2 days away from its last visit to your work sector for the year but from teaming up with Mars to create both the last and one of the most powerful full moons of 2022, even the professional gods are urging you to hold back or at the very least, keep an open mind. This gives you a chance to first make the most of the moon's return to a fun, playful, romantic, and creatively charged part of your chart today. Coming full circle from last month's eclipsing full moon, there could be some unexpected, serendipitous, or eureka moments over the next 2 days. The moon has not only returned for its last visit to your romantic sector for the year but has come full circle from last month's eclipsing full moon, closing the loop. Today's romantically charged lunar vibes will link into what was triggered 4 weeks ago, something that will put the past into perspective while completing the roadmap forward. Our eyes in the sky. Emotional frustration could loom early this morning as the moon takes its final steps in Aries before entering Taurus. While the vibe here is mostly sunny, there is a cosmic aspect that could make emotions run wild. Anyone could take arguments to the next level, but you're creating drama on your own today. Sowing the seeds of a new beginning, you implement changes in your career. Loved ones have complete faith in you and assist you by discussing the pros and cons of your plans. Success makes others envious, so don't become too big-headed. Guard against potential losses by calmly considering the pitfalls and guard against them as best as you can. Even when events aren't running smoothly, and you come up against difficulties wherever you look, you can still deal with these seemingly adverse conditions in a laid-back manner and see them as a challenge. If something isn't going as you planned, actual outcomes and the obstacles you overcome on the way just serve to make the journey more interesting. Since the moon is in such a tempestuous place right now, try to postpone any serious discussions until tomorrow. Instead, use the evening to focus on self-care and allow yourself to heal from any emotional wounds you might have suffered or inflicted during the day. A good way to make amends would be to relinquish the need to be right and own the consequences of your behavior. There are nice ways to express yourself that won't cause turmoil and issues with those you care deeply about. If you want a situation to change, it's important to choose your words wisely. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon enters Taurus, exiting its void of course which began last night. Under this exalted moon, we tend to be more relaxed. We'll require extra motivation to get us up and energized over the next 2 days. Yet, once we gain momentum, there's virtually no stopping us. Just imagine a bull with its eye fixed upon the matador's flag. A slow amble ramps up to a full-on charge. All our emotions, from anger to passion, function with the same fervor now. Throw off hindrances from the past. Use this freed-up mental energy to begin new projects and develop a more creative approach. Don't be afraid to start afresh in personal relationships, revive friendships instead and rid yourself of long-standing encumbrances. This may cause some confusion at first but eventually pays off. Your inner sense of calm helps. Similarly, we are as stubborn as the bull. Once we have made a choice or determined our position on a subject, we are apt to dig in our heels, rather than relent. Over the next 2.5 days, we attune to creature comforts, prioritizing the safety and security of our physical bodies. This is a period of nourishment through food, sleep, and movement. You rarely experience such a state of clarity and calm, which is of great help if you want to settle any disputes with work colleagues or relatives. Above all, problems which you previously thought unresolved finally disappear. Relieved of the weight of past anxieties and supported by a positive attitude, you find excitement and new freedom to shape your future. Before noon, the moon creates a sextile to Vesta, the goddess asteroid of sacred devotion, in Pisces. Here, the nourishment we provide to our physical and emotional bodies extends to our spiritual bodies as well. Devotional practices mesh seamlessly with our material needs. In fact, both inform each other, granting us a holistic sense of well-being. Our prayers could literally be answered today. Is this a matter of good timing? Perhaps a feeling of connection with our environment and our work is fueling our perception of providence? Who can say for sure? Because the sextile is an organic aspect, we might not notice its effects until later on in the day, when good karma appears to manifest by virtue of good deeds performed or ritual work executed.